What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we'll be talking about Wonderman. Wonderman premiered last night on Disney Plus with all 8 episodes dropping at one time. Now, we could dive deeper on the fact that they only do stuff like this for characters of color. I mean, Ree Williams had a 3 episode premiere and then a 3 episode finale. It was only on for 2 weeks. This show was only on for literally one day. And everybody, I'm glad people are not sitting and binging it in one sitting. But yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way they decided to handle that. I don't know why. This show seems to be tracking very, very well. A lot of people seem to love it from what I see all over social media. So I'm very happy. I always had a good feeling about this show because Yaya is an amazing actor, and this show has an amazing premise. And we're gonna dive into that. We're gonna be handling it. I think I'm gonna do an episode a week or a couple episodes throughout the week. I don't know until I get to episode 8. It gives me more content for my channel and gives you more things to watch because I'm pretty sure not everybody's going to sit there and watch it all in one sitting. I mean, not a lot of people do that, and that's just okay. They want to enjoy entertainment for a long period of time, and you can watch this show and spread it out for about 8 weeks or spread it out through about 8 days, whichever one you prefer, and that's just fine. But like I said, like, share, subscribe. If you're on my other socials, follow me, like the video, share it around, all that good stuff. And let's just jump right into this thing. Episode 1 was entitled Matinee, and we pick up this episode with the Wonder Man film, but we're just not seeing it. We're not seeing it through our eyes. We're seeing it through Simon's eyes. A young Simon is at the movies with his dad, and I thought that was nice. We get to see a young Simon just enjoying this movie. This is one of his favorite movies. This episode entitled Matinee, it kicks off with a surprisingly charming and unsettling premiere that blends Hollywood satire with a superhero mystery. Now, us seeing how he's enjoying this film, it immediately sets up how big of a film buff he will become, because we cut to present day, and Simon, who is played brilliantly by Yahya Abdul Mateen II, is very much not where he wants to be in life. We see him in his trailer psyching himself up with a motivational speech that's equal parts funny and sad. He landed a tiny day player role on American Horror Story, playing a professor that is going to die a few minutes into this scene. And he's trying way too hard. Simon offers constant script changes, critiques to the dialogue, and even gives the writer notes. You can practically feel the director's patience evaporate. Unsurprisingly, Simon ends up getting himself fired. And I thought that was freaking hilarious. Like, he ends up getting himself fired, and I saw that coming from a mile away. I literally saw the tension. I saw the tension in the director's face. He was doing way too much, and I can appreciate the passion that he has. I can appreciate the passion that he has for this, for his craft. But we later learn why he does this. He likes to try to put himself in the shoes of whatever role he's playing, especially if the role is this tiny. And when he eventually does link up with Trevor Slattery, yes, the Trevor Slattery who we've seen in the Iron Man films. He was the Mandarin, or he was acting as the Mandarin, because we know the real Mandarin ended up being Shang-Chi's father. So if you don't know that, you should do your MCU history. Do your MCU history. When we get introduced to Trevor Slattery, Ben Kingsley. Ben Kingsley is an amazing actor, and I'm glad that he is in this show. Him and Yaya's, like, just them on screen together, I love their chemistry. I love the character interactions that they have, because again, Simon is a huge film buff. He's been wanting to be in this industry for a long time, so he knows a lot. So them meeting, like, you can tell Simon's immediately starstruck, but they strike up a good friendship. But lo and behold, the whole thing is staged. It's staged by who, you may ask? It's staged by the Department of Damage Control. Yes, the agent that we saw, I think we saw him back in we saw him in Spider-Man No Way Home. And I just thought about it the other day. The actor that plays this agent that keeps popping up, he was on season 6 of The Flash. Yeah, he was on season 6 of The Flash. He was in a Cisco episode. I just thought about that and put two and two together while I was watching. It was really weird that I, like, placed his face like that. I'm weird like that, I guess. But nonetheless, when they meet up, we find out that, I mean, Trevor is working for the feds. I don't want to go too far ahead because I know a lot of people haven't watched that far ahead in the season. So I'll keep it right there. Just know that they're watching Simon, and Simon is an enhanced individual. Simon does have powers. He's trying to contain them. But another thing that we do find out is superpowers are not allowed in Hollywood. Now, how did we get there? Because after meeting Trevor, after hearing Trevor on the phone talking to his agent about a role, everything that was staged, not the role, the film Wonder Man, the film reboot that they're going after, that's not staged. That's a legitimate thing. But the sting operation that they're trying to get on Simon, that they have Trevor helping with, so he will stay out of prison, they involved that. Trevor let them know that they had to involve that, but that's going a little bit too far. That's going a little bit too far. So he hears Trevor over, he overhears Trevor talking about that. And he asks questions about it. Trevor tells him what's going on. He tells them who the director is, Von Kovac, all of that good stuff. Yes, and that's the same actor from Superman who overhears him talking. He immediately goes to talk to his manager. He literally hops in his car, immediately rushes over to talk to his manager, and he breaks in on his manager, Janelle. She's in a meeting. He interrupts it. So they sit down, they talk. She knows that he messed up the role on American Horror Story. She knows all about that, and she was trying to tell him, like, I would have told you about that role, but you're not going to do anything except mess it up, because you can't go in there and just read your lines. You always have to overthink it. That's his biggest issue. That's the biggest issue, and that's something that Trevor tells him when he gets to the audition. But once he gets to the audition, after he schemes his way in, he literally goes into his manager's email after she leaves. He gets the casting director's information, which is freaking hilarious. He does his best female impersonation voice while speeding to the audition, scams his way into the audition process. When he gets there, the guy's like, "You don't have superpowers, do you?" And basically, you can't have superpowers and work in Hollywood because of that superhero registration act, I'm guessing, or whatever Kingpin did. I think it's all tied together. And he lies about it. But we do know that he does have superpowers. Who else knows that? The Department of Damage Control. They want him, and they want him contained. So he finds all that out. Trevor knows all of that, but Trevor gives him some good advice. Stop overthinking everything. You do not need a backstory for every single role. Just go in there and read the lines. And honestly, he does an amazing job in that audition. I loved it. Again, Yaya is freaking amazing in this role. He did an amazing job, and hopefully he lands it. I don't want to spoil nothing. Hopefully he lands this role. I really hope he does. He did an amazing job in that interview. And you felt that. Like, Simon's a great actor. He just sabotages himself. He spirals in a very Simon way. Like, he always does it. And Trevor had to basically tell them, like, stop thinking. Thinking messes things up, especially in the auditioning process. Stop thinking. But all in all, this season is off to a very, very good start. And I think this is the turnaround that the Marvel television side of the MCU needed. Now, let me know in the comment section down below, what did you think about this? And if you have watched ahead, please don't spoil it for people who have not. It's probably some people who still haven't watched the show. They probably haven't started the show at all. So, yeah, until next time, guys. Catch you later. Like and share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch everybody later.